Good morning. Today's a really important day for us. We put an offer on a house, and today's the inspection day. And what Andy doesn't know is I hired a professional photographer to take a picture of the building that is coming down before we actually purchase it. The sellers have a demolition business, and we've asked them to tear the structure down because it's unsafe. Originally, we thought we could make it into a chicken coop or something like that, goats or, whatever. But we've decided it's really unsafe. We want to use it for barn wood. I have all kinds of projects and plans for, the wood, and hopefully we can get some good wood out of it. But it's got some history to it. Evidently, it's the original house from the original family that settled in this part of town. And just for historic reasons, I want to capture it before it is taken down. So I did hire a photographer out. So we're going to go out while the inspection is being done. I took some time off of work, and I'm kind of excited to see how she captures it. The kids call it the haunted house. It's not so haunted to me, but I think it's beautiful. And hopefully we can use it in pictures and on the website and, do some really cool stuff with it. It was really, really important to me that we capture the journey of this. As you can see, I'm, dressed up in my little black wrap dress. I'm a banker. I've been a banker for 25 years. I grew up in the industry. I left a couple times because I was disgusted by what was going on in the industry. So when I say corporate ladder, we are definitely stepping down from that world and peeling ourselves away and throwing ourselves into homesteading. And we're doing it for many reasons. Andy and I, we've had previous marriages. We have a blended family of 6. When he moved his kids from West Virginia to help me put my life back together after a devastating divorce, we ended up here in this beautiful home, but it is one of those cookie cutter homes. It's 2-story. It's not massive, but it's one of those big homes. The utilities are unbelievable. I'm going to do a video just on the finance piece of it because I think it's important. It's really important that you all see what this journey looks like. But there's a financial piece to it too in getting ready for something like that. We don't have goats, we don't have chickens, we don't have pigs. We have come from families, or we have been touched by farming on some level. Me, when I was in a foster home as a small child, I had goats, we had chickens, we had horses, dogs. We lived on an orange grove. That little stick house has been since plowed down, and there's, all kinds of developments there now. So it's gone, but I do remember my childhood fondly in that regard. It was a simple life. And I'm attracted to it for sure. This craziness of working 50, 60, 70. I've worked up to 80 hours a week just trying to, make everything perfect in my corporate world, what I would call my business. But I worked for somebody else. And the utilities that we pay for this monster, the electric bill alone is about $500 a month. It ranges from $300 to $500 in the summer, and we're in Florida, so it can get hot. Andy and I are very disciplined. We're budgeters. I am a strict budgeter. Do I like to shop? Yeah, I have gone through phases in my life where I could drop some money. But I look around and I don't own not one single item from those days. And that really blows my mind. So when I say we're disciplined, we are disciplined, but we do have a house full of teenagers. So even this morning, as I came back to put some stuff together, the house is 70 degrees. You know, for a 2-story house, this is why our bill is so high. So aside from locking up the the unit and making sure, you know, nobody has access to it, it's been very difficult to manage. You know, the laundry situation, which we have pretty down pat. You know, that was kind of crazy. I was not going to do laundry for, you know, 8 people in this family with the job that I have. It's just not possible. They started doing their laundry as quickly as humanly possible. And we have one kid that'll wash clothes every single day, and you know, throw in just a couple different items and wash it like a full load and dry it. And we have kids that won't do laundry for a couple weeks and, you know, will overload the washer. So this has been, you know, a learning curve from the beginning before we even get there. You know, we've been managing, you know, laundry detergent. I now make my own laundry detergent. That'll be another video. And the kids had to transition. I had to transition. I'm a Tide girl. I like my brand names. I like certain smells. To me, that feels like home. So I've had to wrap my brain around some of those things and check myself. You know, the journey to even buy the house that we're buying, we really had to check each other. You know, is this what we want? Because we want to be debt free. You know, you're about to take on a mortgage, you know, but you know, I love the house. I love the barn. You know, I love everything about it. Can we afford it? Yeah, we can afford it. Do I want to afford it? No. So we're doing this to simplify our life, but also to get to a place where we don't answer to anybody. You know, I don't have to answer to a utility company where they shut off the electric for whatever reason, or they jack up the prices, or, you know, whatever is going on. We do have choices, and we are going to exercise those choices. This has been a 2-year journey for us, when we have really decided that, gosh, you know, maybe we want to live a different way. So we're going to share with you all kinds of things about that journey from our diet. Let's not call it a diet. Let's call it a lifestyle. But, you know, from really pulling away from processed foods, preparing our meals, cutting veggies, to practicing gardens out back. I'm sure our neighbors haven't been happy. We did have a couple chickens at one point where I would come home, let them, you know, peck at the yard, and up they would go back in their little a cage. I mean, it wasn't anything grandiose. It was one of those hutches that I got from a pet store. I mean, let's face it, we are corporate people. We don't have tools in our garage. We have junk. We have, you know, fishing poles. We have a couple mowers, but a motorcycle. I mean, we have junk. And we're going to have to downsize this house that we're headed to. And I'm going to videotape it a little bit later for you so you can see the inspection and maybe a couple pictures of the photographer. But, we have to downsize. I am going to have to go room by room, closet by closet. Now, mind you, I've done a lot of this already in the past 6 to 9 months. You know, I've cleaned closets. I've, you know, really tried to get us to a place where, you know, we only have what we're using. Everything has a purpose. But this has been a long process, and I really wanted to make you a part of it and part of the journey. Andy's going to be doing his own videos, and I thought it would be fun for us to do our own videos, and sometimes we'll do videos that are together, but I have a totally different perspective, you know, from a mom that's doing life with these, you know, 6 kids. You know, we're there at the football and the Pop Warner and cheerleading, and whatever these kids want to do, we let them do, and we've paid for it on top of, you know, having the utility bills and, you know, just like everybody else. The kids, while they're not excited to downsize, the rooms are very small. They respond surprisingly well. The ages range from, Natalie is 12. She'll be 13 this month. So she's the youngest. And then I have a freshman, and we have 2 freshmen in high school, Caleb and Rebecca, and we have a sophomore. I'm sorry, we have a junior, a senior, and then one that just graduated. So they respond surprisingly well when it comes to the small changes that we've made. Yes, they grumble. Yes, it's different, you know, from the laundry detergent that I was just spending an enormous amount of money on, trying to manage even how much we use, and just getting that under control. And I think that's what this is about for me. It's getting everything back under control and managing time and managing money and just simplifying. So I just wanted to take a couple minutes and just share those thoughts with you. And very soon we'll be out and I can show you the property and the structure that's about to be brought down. Have a great day. Thanks.